Hello, good?
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello, I'm with Tommy Williams after this afternoon's 2-2 draw with Leatherhead. Tommy, that was a game that I don't think either team deserved to win. How did you feel it went?
Yeah, similar really. After a disappointing start where Rob Tolfrey lost the ball in the light, I was pleased with the way we bounced back. Disappointed really again that not to come away with 3 points. But in the end, I thought probably a draw was a fair result.
Looking at the goals, so we hear there that Rob Tolfrey just lost the ball in the sun.
Yeah, I just had a chat with him there. He put his hands up at half time. The sun was quite low as it's come through. He just said he just lost the ball completely in the light, couldn't see it, and see the lads toe pumped it past him, and like I say, it was not a great start, but we bounced back, and disappointed really with their second goal that we couldn't quite see out the victory.
We went up to 2-1 pretty quickly, with Gomez looking like he might be on a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Talk us through those goals. Was it a penalty to get the
penalty?
penalty?
It certainly was from where I was standing. I mean, the lad made about 3 tackles before that he gave away 3 kicks, and then he's give away the pen. So definitely a penalty, and Pico Gomez he's popped up with another one as well, and then he carried a couple of knocks, and obviously had to come off, but pleased with his overall performance.
At Leatherhead away early in the season, we won with a very late goal. Today, 2-1, 85 minutes, we looked like we were getting 3 points, and I bet it must feel like a defeat now in this results business.
Yeah, it is, and we haven't been happy, certainly as a group, with any of our sort of home performances this season. Don't think for 1 minute that I'm accepting what's happening. I'm working on things. Personnel, we're looking at bringing obviously 1 or 2 in to improve, but we've got to make sure they're the right ones. I've spoken to players this week as well, but obviously we've got a budget that we have to stick to, and we can't. There's some of the figures that have been thrown at me recently has been ridiculous. So, like I say, don't think for 1 minute that I'm accepting mediocre performance today. We're working on things. We're working on personnel coming in. I haven't stopped, and I'm hoping to have 1 or 2 bodies in next week.
We've spoken in recent weeks, and one of your observations has been there's been a lack of urgency or tempo. Did you think that was better today?
Yeah, it was better. I mean, we were. I thought last Saturday at Dulwich we sort of turned the corner a little bit in terms of our performance. We were better than we in our previous home game here, but still not up to the level that we want. You're going to get games like that a lot in Ryman football, where it's not the best of games, but you should be seeing it out and winning the game 2-1. And like I say, for holding on that long, we should be having 3 points on the board today. And, it wasn't meant to be, and like I say, we're working on things tirelessly to make sure that things are right, the personnel we've got in is right, and we will see 1 or 2 changes hopefully in the next week or so.
I don't want these interviews to turn into the Josh Casey programme, but last week we talked about him being in a more advanced role, today back in a more defensive role.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? And also, we saw some rumour or talk from local newspapers about other teams from high levels being interested. Is there anything going on there?
No, I mean, well, Josh is obviously a player that we rate very highly here. He's under contract with us, and I do want to be playing him further forward. I was really pleased with his performance at Dulwich last week, but unfortunately, due to circumstances which I only knew about Friday afternoon, unfortunately he had to drop back in at left back today. But we do want to play him further forward. We know what he brings. Wherever we play him, we know what we're getting out of Josh Casey. A player of his quality, there certainly should be clubs from high level looking at him, because he's been one of not many consistent performers this year. And to be honest, I need a few more of in the Josh Casey.
Our next game is Tuesday in the Cup. Realistically, the one thing we've got a shot of winning perhaps this season. How seriously are we taking that? Is it a game we want to win or a training game for you guys?
No, it's certainly not a training game. You know, when you're not doing so well in your league fixtures, you know, you want to make sure that you go into a cup competition and make sure that you get into some good habits and make sure that we're going there looking to win the game. There may be one or two changes, but some need 90 minutes and we need to have a look at one or two. But certainly we're not going there and treating it lightly, that's for sure.
Well, I'm lucky today. We're off to the K Supporters Club chat, so thanks for the time.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.